Welcome back, everyone, to the Bears Papa Plays YouTube channel. Today is Sunday, September 1st. We're going to be looking at a couple more games for the MLB slate on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. We're going to start with the Chicago Cubs going up against the Washington Nationals. Again, they screwed me last time, hopefully not this time. And then we're going to be looking at the San Diego Padres going up against Tampa Bay Rays as the best play of the day. 4 total player props, with the 2 best player props being towards the end of the video. Hope everybody enjoys their Sunday, and let's break down some ball. All right, guys, take a look at this recap from Saturday night. It is like 10:30. 2 games are still going, though, so that's why we got a couple white ones down below. Cardinals money line against the Yankees, plus 148. I told you the Cardinals should be the favorite in that game. They did win the game, but they made me work for it late. 6-1. Yankees scored 4 in the bottom of the 8th. Way closer than it should have been. Jurickson Profar did not record a hit. Really thought that was going to hit there going up against Shane Baz, but it did not happen. Jose Quintana under 2.5 runs. Only allowed 1 run against the White Sox. Only went 5 innings. Had a lot of pitches. White Sox got to him a little bit, but only 1 earned run on the card there. Nolan Arenado, only 1 single. And then the Mariners and the Angels under 8 runs. Tyler Anderson did not start in this game, but it is 4-1 right now. Hopefully we can get the under there. And then Zach Neto has not recorded a hit over 1.5 bases. So here's a look at the leaderboard. 1-0 the game pick. 1-1 the player prop for the best bets. 2 in 1 day, 59-44. Since the All-Star break, let's try to get a sweep on Sunday. We're going to go back to the scene of crime here. Thursday night, I believe it was, the Cubs, they ripped my heart out of my chest. Everybody knows that I love the Washington Nationals. They're my favorite team in the MLB. I didn't choose them. It kind of just happened one day. I was like, yeah, this team, they look pretty cool. I like the City Connect jerseys. I like the cherry blossoms on the hat. And over the last 2 years, that's been my team in the MLB. They did me dirty on Thursday night because they kept, I think it was like 7-2. Yeah, 7-2 or 7-3 at one point. The Cubs scored all the runs in the second inning. They did not score another run the entire game. And then the Nationals, they started to score 4 runs at the bottom of the ninth to blow the -1.5 cover. I'm going to go back to the Cubs this time. I'm going to take them on the money line, though. I think it's a pretty even pitching match. But with the way the Cubs have been swinging the bat, you got to take this team. It's going to be Jameson Taillon going up against Mitchell Parker. Very even matchup on the mound, in my opinion. But the Cubs bats over the last several weeks, they've been doing some damage. We haven't seen that all season long out of this team. This team's now scored 5+ runs in 8 of the last 9 games. They've scored 7+ runs in 5 of the last 8 games. And in the most Cubs fashion of all, they're usually putting up all these runs in 1 inning, not separating them out throughout the game. They're just putting up all 7 or all 10 in 1 inning, and they've been doing that over the last couple games. I think going up against Mitchell Parker, this is a good guy to do that against. We saw that against the Phillies a couple starts ago. He gave up 10 hits, 9 runs, and only 3 innings of work. And we've also seen that a couple times over the last month against the Brewers and the Padres not that long ago. I don't like talking negative about the Nationals, but this is not a very good team. The Cubs, they've been playing a lot better recently. I'm going to take them in this game. I feel like we're getting a pretty good discount here because Parker's coming off a really good game. I'll take this team on the money line as the play. Give me the Cubs. For the player props on the screen, I'm going to side with the Nationals in this one. Give me James Wood to go over 1.5 bases against the Cubs. The Cubs, they're going to have Jameson on the mound, and he has been getting beaten up a little bit over the last several games, giving up 6+ hits in 5 of the last 6 performances. The biggest part of this game is that he's coming in as a right-handed pitcher, and that's going to be really good for us because James Wood going up against right-handed pitching as a lefty has been one of our best hitters this season. He's only been with us for a couple months, but going up against right-handed pitching, he does have a 284 batting average, having double-digit extra base hits and an above 450 slug percentage. I like him in this game to have an extra base hit, over 1.5 bases as the play there. For the best play of the day, we're going to be looking at the San Diego Padres going up against the Tampa Bay Rays. The Padres yesterday, they got bent over and spanked by the Rays. I think Tampa Bay scored double-digit runs in that game. We haven't seen that from them basically all season long. I think this is going to be another discounted line. So I'm going to take the Padres here on the money line as the play. I think they're the way better team here. We're going to have Dylan Cease on the mound for the Padres. That's really one of the big reasons I'm taking them here. He was torn apart against the Cardinals in his last start, giving up 7 hits, 4 runs. But before that game, he'd only given up more than 2 runs in 1 of the last 9 performances. He's coming in with a 3.57 ERA, 1.09 whip, and this guy's been a strikeout machine his entire career. I don't think the Rays stand a chance in this one going up against Dylan Cease. He should be able to have a really good outing here. For the Tampa Bay Rays, they're going to be throwing out Ryan Pepio, and I know that his name does not look like that, but I've looked this up several times, and I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. He has been pretty good for the Rays as well this season, coming in with a 3.61 ERA, a 1.08 whip. But the Padres in the season, they've been the best hitting team in baseball going up against right-handed pitching. He has run into a little bit of trouble over the last couple games, giving up 2+ runs in both games, going up against the Athletics and the Mariners, giving up 3 home runs combined in those 2 games as well. Probably not going to take much to win this game with Dylan Cease on the mound. So I'm going to take the better team here, better bats, better arm. Give me the Padres on the money line as the play. For the player prop on the screen, we're going to stick with the Padres. Manny Machado over 1.5 bases going up against the Rays. I just mentioned the numbers for Ryan. He's given up 10 hits over the last 2 games, and coming off that game against the Mariners, where he gave up 7 hits. This is going to be a right-handed match for Manny Machado, and that's what we want in this game. Manny, he's been pretty hot at the plate over the last couple of games, collecting 4 multi-hit games over the last 7. Manny this season is hitting .275 going up against right-handed pitching with 37 extra base hits. I expect another extra base hit in this game out of the vet. Give me his over 1.5 bases as the play there. For the best batting prop of the day, this guy is insane. We're going to be looking at the Mets going up against the White Sox. I'm taking the polar bear over 1.5 bases. I think he's got a really good matchup here going up against Garrett Crochet. Pete Alonso has also been really good at the plate over the last couple of games. He got a home run. Actually, got 2 home runs going up against the Diamondbacks in his last series. I'm looking for him to carry that power over to this series against the White Sox. He did hit another home run on Saturday night, so I think that makes 3 or 4 home runs over the last 4 games. I'm going to start with his numbers for Garrett, though, because over the last several games, he's not been his normal self. He's coming in with a 3.64 ERA, 1.07 whip, but over the last couple games, he's been giving up a lot of runs and a lot of hits, not making it past the 4th inning in any of these games. He has now given up at least 2 runs in 4 of the last 6 appearances, and he's also given up 4+ hits in 5 of those 6 appearances. And remember, he has not been going deep in these games. He's gone a maximum of 4 innings since the start of July. The numbers for Alonso going up against left-handed pitching, he's only hitting .240 with 17 extra base hits. Doesn't go up against a whole lot of lefties this season, but the pitches that we're going to be getting in this game, fastball and cutter over 80% of the time. Pete Alonso, he's got a plus run value of 12 going up against that fastball. It is statistically his best pitch to hit. He's also been really good against a cutter this season, his best overall batting average of .273. I'm going to take him in this game to stay hot, over 1.5 bases as the play there. For the pitching prop today, we're going to be looking at the New York Yankees going up against the St. Louis Cardinals. We have the perfect storm brewing in the Bronx because Miles McCollum is going to be on the mound. The New York Yankees are coming off a loss of the Cardinals, and Miles has been horrible for him recently. Miles is also a right-handed pitcher, and everybody knows that whenever you're going up against right-handed pitching, especially on the road against the Yankees, you're in big trouble. They have that short porch to right field, and this team going up against right-handed pitching, they've been all power this season, the best power team in the MLB. They are top 5 this year in batting average going up against right-handed pitching. .258 batting average, and the pitchers we're going to be seeing in this game from Miles, the Yankees have no trouble picking them up. We're going to see the fastball and the sinker the majority of the time in this game. Looking at the numbers from Miles, he already gives up really poor batting averages to opposing teams with those 2 pitches. But if you go look at the Yankees, they've got a ton of players who love hitting those 2 pitches. I would say those are the 2 best pitches that this team hits on the season. Miles has also given up 4+ runs in 4 of the last 5 games, only having 1 good start against the Brewers over the last 5 games. I like him to struggle in this one, over 2.5 runs as the play. Let's go over to the home run parlay and the ladder challenge. We need to get a win on the board for both of these. We're going to start with the home run parlay. Pete Alonso, I've already talked about him. He's swinging the bat really well. He's getting a matchup against Garrett Crochet. He's showing a lot of power over the last 5 games. He's going to hit home run this game. For the other home run, I'm going to take Aaron Judge. I thought maybe about taking him 2+ home runs for Aaron Judge because I think the home run's going to be like plus 220, but he is going up against Miles McCollum. I'm just looking for a win here. I think $10 is going to win you between 200 and 225. I want to win on the board, so this is the home run parlay for tomorrow. For the ladder play, I did the same thing yesterday. I had a 3-man ladder. It was sitting at plus 188. So this time, I'm going to be either a little bit under the plus 100 or right at it. I'm sick and tired of losing these ladders with 3 players. So for the first play today, we're taking Isaac Paredes of the Cubs going up against Mitchell Parker and the Washington Nationals. I've already touched on this a little bit, but Mitchell Parker has given up a lot of hits, and he has been known to have really bad innings over the last several games. I do think the Cubs will eventually string together hits, at least that's what we've been seeing over the last couple weeks, and I like Isaac Paredes to have at least one of those hits. For the other play, it's going to be Jose Ramirez going up against Mitch Keller. In this series between the Pirates and the Guardians, it's already given us a huge number on Thursday night. They scored a total of 18 runs in that first game. Mitch Keller's obviously a really good pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates, but he has been a little bit off over the last couple games. He gave up 7 hits to the Cubs in his last start, 8 hits to the Padres 2 starts ago, and he gave up 7 hits to the Dodgers 4 starts ago. I guess I could have just said he's given up 7+ hits in 3 of the last 4 games, but I wanted to make it hard for me there. I'm going to take Jose Ramirez here to have at least 1 hit. He's the best hitter on this team, so give me his over 1 hit as the play there for the ladder. Let's go over to the recap graphic. We're going to be looking at Cubs, money line against the Nationals, James Wood over 1.5 against the Cubs, Manny Machado over 1.5 base against the Rays. Padres here on the money line, big bounce back game going up against the Rays. Pete Alonso over 1.5 bases, sprinkle on that home run. Miles McCollum over 2.5 runs going up against the Yankees as the last play of the day. Guys, that's going to do it for the MLB picks and props for Sunday, September 1st slated games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure drop a like on this video and subscribe channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching.